Everyone, hope you all are doing well, children. Today we are going to study about the another life process from class 10th. The topic name is respiration. So first of all, you should know the meaning of the respiration, where the oxidation of glucose takes place. See, I'm splitting my statement. The meaning of respiration, oxidation of glucose. It means formula of glucose is C6H12O6. It get involved with oxygen. So this is called oxidation of glucose. Oxidation of glucose is called as respiration. It's a chemical process. It takes place under the respiratory organ. So now next we'll see how it takes place, what chemical process takes place under the body. Let's see. So breakdown of glucose by various pathway. As you are aware about that, the meaning of the respiration, oxidation of glucose. In next we should know ki how oxygen get released in the body. So for this you have to read out about this pathway. So now children, one by one we'll see, as the story starts from the glucose, which is the simpler form of the food, and this simpler form we got by the digestion. Clear hai? And here glucose formula is C6H12O6. It has to split, right? And where it will get split? It will split into cytoplasm, and splitting of glucose is called glycolysis. Please, you have to remember the term. Glycolysis. Glyco stands for glucose and lysis means breakdown. Breakdown of glucose. Now, 6 molecule which is present in glucose, it has to break down. So the breakdown product will be what? Pyruvic acid, and energy get released, right? So pyruvic acid composition we should know 3 carbon. In one pyruvic acid 3 carbon is there. And so here we have 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Here I forget to mention, you should know about that. 2 pyruvic acid molecules will form. Why so? Because each is having 3. So total number of glucose, how many carbons are lying in glucose? 6, right? So here we'll have 2 molecules of pyruvic acid. Clear? This process is called glycolysis. And next we'll see 3 conditions are there. As you can see in the screen, absence of oxygen. Now, if pyruvic acid is getting the first case where the absence of oxygen took place, so there they will form what? The pyruvic acid will form ethanol, CO2 and yeast, and it can be observed under the yeast, right? If there will be no oxygen, this product will be there. If there is a insufficient oxygen, like lack of oxygen molecule will be there, it can be takes place under voluntary muscles. Those who are in your control, the muscles which are in your control, they are coming under voluntary muscles. So they will form what? Lactic acid and energy. So in this way only we can say, like when we are running more, or athletes are usually having pain in the calf. Why so? Because there is a lack of oxygen. So that's why we keep on saying ki during pain it would be better to have water, because water containing molecule oxygen, so it will help in or give relax in pain. Well, presence of oxygen, if in third case presence of oxygen will be there, and where it will take place? Under mitochondria. So we'll see the product is CO2, water and energy. So you have to remember, splitting of glucose, till that it is common. Now the 3 cases are there. In absence of oxygen, this product will be there. In insufficient oxygen, lactic acid, and this will be there. And presence of oxygen, CO2, water and energy will be there. And you should know about their sites as well, where exactly they takes place. Okay. Now in next we'll see human respiratory system. As you can see, there is a diagram of human respiratory system, and here I have showed how the air is floating in a sequence. So one by one we'll see the air enter from the nose, right? It will go to the nasal passage, right? Then it will go to the nasal cavity. The hollow space in the nose contain fine hairs and mucus. Fine hair helping to filter air, and mucus is helping to trap dust particles. Is it clear, children? So this nasal cavity contains fine hair and mucus. Well, now it will go to the pharynx, larynx and then trachea. The blue structure you can see trachea, and inside if you can observe, like C-shaped cartilages rings are there. Why? What is the role of these C-shaped cartilages rings? They are helping to open trachea when there is no air. See, if they will be not present, there are the chance where trachea get stuck. where trachea gets stuck, right? So in the case when there is no air, who is helping them to get open? C-shaped cartilaginous rings. Well, then trachea divided into two parts, that is called bronchi. Then bronchi further divided into many more parts, that is called bronchioles. And these all things are embedded in pink structure. A very lightweighted structures are there, that they are called lungs. Right, children? So here we have chest cavity, and which is separated by diaphragm, and under we have abdomen cavity. So this diaphragm is working as a curtain between chest cavity and abdomen cavity. Now children, in the bronchioles, the end part is having small packet like structures, and they are called what? Alveoli. Combinedly they called alveoli, and in singular form we will call them alveoli, right? And they are helping in exchange of gases. Is it clear? So now in next here only we'll see, like air is entering from the nose, then going to the passage cavity, trachea, bronchi, bronchioles, and here we have, I'm going to draw the diagram of alveoli. It is something like this. Each bronchioles ended with the small packet like structures, dot like structures, that they are called what? Alveoli. And they are embedded with the blood vessels, right? Exactly here in the alveoli, they are helping in exchange of gases. It means they are giving oxygen to blood vessel, and they are taking CO2 from blood vessel. So oxygen and carbon dioxide get changed in alveoli. Please remember this thing. Is it clear? Fine. So now we will observe mechanism of breathing, how breathing takes place. Before that we keep on revising respiration. So where oxidation of glucose takes place, right? And now we are doing breathing, where the exchange of gases takes place. So where exchange of gases takes place? In previous slide I have explained you that in alveoli. So let's see. Breathing mechanism, two parts are there, inhalation and exhalation. As per name we can able to understand, intake of air is coming under inhalation, and when we are removing air from the body, that is called exhalation. So during these two processes, what will happen? Like you can experience when you are inhaling, what is going to be changed in your chest cavity. So when you are inhaling, so chest cavity get increases, lung volume get increases, right? Ribs are lifting up, fine, and diaphragm becomes flat in shape, because there are no space for the diaphragm to turn into dome shape, because that space is covered by lungs, right? And the opposite activities showed by the exhalation. Here what will happen when we are removing? So you can experience when we are exhaling, so our chest cavity will be normal, lungs they will get fused, right? Ribs will be relaxed, and diaphragm will get the space, right? So they will turn into dome shape, fine. So that is the major differences between inhalation and exhalation, and they are coming under breathing. Why so? Because meaning of breathing is exchange of gases, and where exchange of gases takes place, it takes place in alveoli. Alveoli is surrounded by blood vessels, right? Alveoli is an end of bronchioles. Alveoli is an end of bronchioles, fine. And here O2 will go to the blood vessel, and CO2 will come from blood vessel to alveoli. Why they are going in this way? Because these are the universal rule. Molecules are always moving from high concentration to low concentration. So alveoli oxygen molecules are high, so they will move towards blood vessel, and CO2 molecules are high in blood vessel, so they will move to alveoli. So like this exchange of gases takes place, and this is coming under breathing. it's very important point, exchange of gases in alveoli, how it takes place, what mechanisms are coming under breathing. So please look at the video again and again, clear your concept. Now, exchange of gases between alveoli, blood and tissue. So I have given in flow diagram which will help you to clear your concept. Here beta 2 points are there where you can see in first point I have explained how O2, what in both point you will see how gases are reacting, how they are moving from one part to another part. So first we'll talk about the useful gas, that is O2. So O2, who is rich in O2? Alveoli, and single is called alveolus. Now alveoli is surrounded by whom? Blood vessel. So this O2 will go to blood, right? From blood, this O2, like in the blood only we have RBC, like in 9th class you have experience of the blood is a connective tissue, it has RBC, WBC and platelets. So from blood O2 will get bind to hemoglobin in RBC, right? And O2 is released in tissue. So like this is the pathway of O2 and how O2 is moving towards the blood. So let's see about the carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide came from tissue. As you know, alveoli is surrounded by blood vessel, right? And blood vessels contain blood, right? And blood containing blood cells. So CO2 from tissue, fine. Then again CO2 released into blood, fine. Then next CO2 get dissolved in the blood. Now how it is approaching to alveoli? Let's see. CO2 dissolved in blood, then CO2 will approach to blood vessel. Which blood vessel? Which is surrounded to alveoli. Now this CO2 will go to the alveolar sac, like packet like structure, and like this it will sent out through nostril, the first part of the respiratory organ. Is it clear? So like this O2 is moving towards the tissue and CO2 is moving from tissue to out of the body. Clear out with this. Then terrestrial organism, those who living on land, they use atmospheric oxygen for respiration. Aquatic organism, those who living in water, they use dissolved oxygen, right, which is dissolved in water. Then respiration in plants, like you should know about that. Here gases exchange takes place by stomata, tiny pores on the leaves. During daytime they are helping in exchange of gases. Tiny pores on stem, they are called lenticels, they are helping during night time. And general surface of roots are also helping in exchange of gases. So like this you should remember all the points which is coming under respiration, fine. So respiration can be of two type. Respiration can be of two type. Here let me explain. Respiration can be of two type. One is aerobic respiration and another is anaerobic respiration. Aerobic, where the respiration, as I keep on repeating definition of respiration, oxidation of glucose. So where oxidation of glucose takes place in the presence of oxygen, that is called aerobic, and oxidation of glucose takes place in the absence of oxygen, that is called anaerobic. If it is taken place under absence of oxygen, it will release more energy and it will release less energy. Their end product will be what? Like if they are utilizing oxygen, so they will make CO2, water, right? And they are not utilizing oxygen, so they will make what? Ethanol. Or lack of oxygen will make lactic acid. So like this, here you have to remember mode of types of respiration as well, aerobic and anaerobic. Fine. Thank you. Have a